Alright, so let's start with the last corner. We'll start with the start-finish straight. Okay, so you brake a little bit before the 50. Okay, I'm already lifting. I'm already braking. And I'm like halfway between. Right? Just a little bit more towards the 50. Okay, and you're going to brake in a straight line. You're going to get down to second gear. And I want you to do most of your braking before you even get to the fucking corner. Because by the time you get to here, you should be trail braking in, shifting to third, and then getting on the throttle so that you can carry speed out of the corner. Alright, shift to third right in the middle of the corner. Same thing with turn one. Okay, so you brake a little bit before the 50, right? About halfway between the 100 and the 50, right? A little bit more towards the 50. And you're just going to brake in a straight line, down to second. Be mostly done your braking by the time you get to here, right? You're going to roll the car in, shift to third, and accelerate nice and smoothly without turning too heavy. The key in this car is don't turn heavy. If you turn too much, you're just going to light up your outside front tire, and it's just going to spin and do nothing. So if you try to turn harder coming into a corner or coming out of a corner and you're understeering, it's just going to light up the outside front, and you're going to end up out in the grass. You're just going to understeer more. So the best thing you can do is just micro lift and just give it little lifts here and there just to stop the tire spin for a second and let the tire grip again. All right, turn two, you're going to brake a little bit before the 50. Right, just after this road on the left side. And you're going to come in third gear. Well, you're going to be in fourth right about here. You're going to trail brake, get down to third, roll the car in, be mostly done your trail braking by right around here. Well, mostly done your braking, right? You're going to trail brake it a little bit, but you don't want understeer. You don't want to send the car in here too heavy and end up wide, right? Just enough where the car just rolls in nice and smooth, and you can start easing on the throttle in third gear and just be patient when you ease on the throttle. You don't want to just stomp on it and lock the differential and start understeering and end up wide, right? You want to just ease on the throttle, be patient, hold the car to the inside, right, with gentle steering, and then the car will naturally come out to the exit curb. If you get a little bit of understeer on the exit, you can shift to fourth, right? So around like 148 kilometers an hour. Right around here, you can shift to fourth, right? You can use a little bit over this curb and get right next to this wall and split this white line if you have to, right? And have your center of your car right here and your left tire right against the wall and use that little bit of extra road. So roll in, nice and patient on the throttle. I let the car rotate. You have to let the car rotate while you're off throttle. It's coming into here, just full throttle, and then smooth braking. You can lift a little bit if you want to, right? Some people lift through this corner to set the car up. Okay, if you have some nuts, you don't have to. You can just hold it flat in fourth gear, come into here, and use this area to brake. Okay, you see this banking right here? See how this is banked and this is flat? Banked, flat, banked, flat, banked, flat, right? Okay, this will keep your car on the fucking road. This will drag you to the outside wall. See how this flattens out right here and it just does nothing? Yeah, that's the effect it's going to have on your car. The right side of your car isn't going to tilt to the left if you go over this, right? It's just going to sit flat and drag you out here. So when you brake, you come out to this white line and no further, right? Keep it a little bit to the inside, right about here. Then as you come in, you're going to trail brake, be mostly done your braking by right around here, right? Just trail brake in a little bit, let the car rotate, and you're going to ease on the throttle in second gear nice and gently to avoid tire spin, and make sure the front end is set up to go up the hill, right? And then as you come up here, you're going to short shift into third gear to avoid tire spin in second gear, get up to like 105 kilometers right around here, and then you're going to lightly come over to the left, and then ever so gently fucking steer through this corner. Because the more you steer, the more tire spin you're going to get, and the more speed you're going to scrub off. Right? So don't come through here and fucking just crank the wheel 90 degrees. Right? It's pointless. Just lead the car, drive fucking straight, go out to the fucking wall, right? Drive straight, hit fourth gear, stay out here, and then just a slight lift if you have to, as you get to like right about here in the corner, and then you ease back to full throttle. You can take it flat if you do it right, pretty much, with the slightest micro lift if you need to. Right, so short shift to third, minimal steering. Did you hear the lift? Listen for the lift and watch my throttle. That's it. That's all you need to do. Same thing here. Just a slight lift. Get back on the throttle. Okay, so coming through this corner. Don't turn extra heavy. Just lead the car. Lead the car. Right? Nice and gentle steering. Gentle steering. You're going to come out close to this wall. Okay, and I don't want you to sit way, way out here and then have to make a super aggressive fucking turn in. Don't worry about that. Just lead the car. Treat this like a straightaway. You're in a front wheel drive. Drive everything like it's a fucking straightaway, and you don't want to exaggerate your movements. You don't want to exaggerate the turn too much if it's going to upset the car and cause understeer. Right? So you're better off, if you're going to try to turn in here and turn in late, right, and you're just going to get understeer, you might as well turn in a little bit early and just keep the car centered. You know what I mean? And lift here and there if you have to. All right, so commit. Get on this inside curb. Maybe not that much. Okay? And when you get on the curb this much, you have to make sure you don't steer excessively and hop the car when you come off the curb. All right, you come right flush with the wall. And you drive straight along this fucking wall. As you come up here, you lift as you turn in. So coming up here, you're going to start to turn in right as you get to the crest of this hill. You're not going to commit, but you're going to start your turn in. You're going to get the car to come from the outside of the road and start turning into the inside of the road, right? And you're going to lead it like this right here, okay? And then as you come into the corner, you're going to commit more, right? As it flattens out, you're going to commit to the corner, right? And you're going to aim for this curb and almost smash into this wall. Okay, you just have to trust that you're not going to smash the wall. And you'll be doing about 200 kilometers an hour in fifth gear. And just hold it, hold it, hold it. If you can really get a good exit, you'll be like 202 kilometers an hour, 205 on exit. And just smooth steering. Okay, watch how much I steer the wheel. Okay, look at my steering. Just as I'm about to get onto the crest, I give it a light lead of steering, right? 45 degrees. Okay. Now, as it comes in to the corner, right, and it starts to level out, I'm leading into my steering more. So I'm coming in here, I'm starting the turn. As the weight shifts onto the tire, then I'm committing my steering. Right? So I can't just veer left real hard. I have to load the weight onto the tire gently because why? Because we're going over the crest of a fucking hill. What's the car do when you go over a crest of a hill? Everything goes up. What goes up must come fucking down. Well, you got to take your time turning because it just went up and now it's coming back down. And then once it is down, then you got to hold it down. Right? And I just hold this steering angle. Just hold this fucking steering angle. I get right on the curb and I start straightening out my steering. Right? Chilling at 45 degrees. By here, I'm already straightening out my wheel. Okay? Some people come out of this corner and they're still turning 90 degrees because the fucking thing understeered all the way through the corner. And they're going, like, slower than this, too. Which is the bad part. Okay. Now it's time for the fun part. The roller coaster. All right, you're gonna line up on the left side of the road right here. Just to the left of this line with your left tire. Okay. When you come in here, don't exaggerate your corner. Okay, you're gonna come in, keep the car mostly centered. Remember, that last corner at the fucking bottom is a right. It's a right turn. So what don't you want to do? You don't want to be way the fuck over here when you go into the corner. Right? You want the car as far to the fucking left over here as you can possibly get, so that way when you come in here, you can trail brake in nice and smooth with some fucking speed, have some road to actually rotate the car, and hold the fucking inside of the corner. Okay, so when you come down here, you're going to be in fifth gear, hauling ass, doing like 200 kilometers an hour, right? Just gently brake at the top of the hill, right? And gauge your speed and slow the car down steadily down the hill. Okay, so this first right-hand corner, okay, gauge your speed for this first right-hand corner. All right? And then you're going to give it a little bit of throttle as you come down the hill and turn to the left to get the car to stay postured to the left. Right? You're going to give it throttle to stay on this curb on the left. Then you go down to third. Right? As you get down here more, coming down to third. Okay? And you're going to stay to the left, roll in, come off the brakes, and accelerate through here. Okay? And then as you get to about here, okay, before you turn fucking left, I want you to brake. All right? Before you turn fucking left, not after. Okay? Everybody comes in here and they're like, I'm just going to dab the brake and turn left and it's going to fucking turn. No, you're going to go right here into this wall. Okay? Before you fucking turn left, dip the nose down. Start slowing the car down right here. Slow the car down while you're turning fucking right. Figure that one out. Imagine slowing the car down before the corner and accelerating through in a front-wheel drive. That's rocket science to some fucking people. Okay? So you come through here, brake. Right at this white wall. I don't give a fuck. Somewhere around here. Okay? But make sure that when you go through this corner, you're doing about 100 kilometers an hour. 60 miles an hour. Okay? You're going to come in here, brake right about here, slow the car down, stay in third gear, right? Third gear still. And you're going to get the car to turn to the left. And once it's committed to the left, you're going to accelerate right here. You're going to start accelerating right here. Not fucking here. Not fucking here. Not like way down. No. Accelerate way the fuck back here because you actually slowed the car down in time to actually fucking do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just don't fucking cut this corner too much. Right side tires have to be on the right side of this white line. That's it. Okay, and besides that, get as close as fuck as you can to that wall. And then you're going to come out. And right side tires on this curb. You're going to drive this straight. Minimal steering angle. right? This is all about setup and driving the car straight as possible so you don't spin the fucking tires. Okay? Left side tires, left side of this line. Okay, you're going to follow this here, up to fourth. Okay? As you come in here, light brake while still giving it a little bit of throttle. Okay? Ease to like 3/4 throttle and dab the brake. That's going to pull the front end into the fucking corner, and it's also going to slow the motherfucker down and dip the nose down so it'll stay to the right side of the track. Then you can brake in a straight fucking line down this hill. Make sure you stop early because you're going down a fucking hill. Okay? If this was flat and this was not downhill, okay, everybody could go in here like they always fucking do and just not give a shit, right? And just turn the car and fucking whatever, right? Understeer late. Normally, if this was flat, people would just brake into the corner, get to about here, and just start accelerating, right? But because you're going down a hill, you have to slow down early. Always with hills, you have to slow down early because when you turn into the corner, all your weight of the car is on the fucking front end. If you wonder why this thing's understeering and it's not turning, it's because it's doing a fucking handstand all the way into the entry of the corner. So if you keep that in mind, that your car's doing a fucking handstand, whenever you go down a fucking hill, you won't miss the damn apex because you'll actually know how much weight is on the front end of your car. You won't just assume the car's flat. No, you'll assume that 90% of your fucking weight is on your front tires, and they're the only thing that's turning your fucking car. Your rears do nothing. All the weight's in the front end. All of it. So you come in here, and because all your weight's on the front end, you have to treat it like there's 3,000 pounds in your fucking front end instead of 1,500 pounds in your front end. Correct? Correct. So you come in here, you brake a little bit early, you be a little bit more deliberate as far as slowing the car down and making sure that the front end actually fucking rotates. And then you can ease on the throttle in second here and short shift to third on exit if you have to. And just don't hit this wall. Right side tires, right on this white line basically. Just don't hit the wall. Okay, so now let's watch all this. Right, a little bit of throttle in fourth. I even went so hot into this corner, I still had to trail brake around it. Right? I'm still having to trail brake around this because I carry just enough speed. I'm giving it a little bit of throttle right here. Right? So I'm still finding a spot to accelerate a little bit and bring the car into the right. This is the part everybody struggles with, right? So gauge the speed, roll in, nice and gently. Notice how I'm not going to full brake. When am I going to full brake? Please tell me. Where's the full brake? Anybody else jamming on the fucking brakes, locking them up, going down that hill? Yeah, I wonder why. Stop earlier. Actually gauge your speed. Don't just jam on the fucking brakes. You think you're going to turn like that? You think you can do anything like that? Full brake is for one fucking thing only. When your wheel is dead straight 0 degree steering. If it's not fucking 0 degree steering, don't fucking mash on the damn brakes. It's simple. It's a simple fucking concept. The car will actually turn if you don't full brake. See there, I'm braking in a straight line. The only time I full brake down this fucking hill is this straight line braking into this tight ass fucking hairpin. And I'm still not even full brake. I'm at like 90%. Because I'm still slightly turning the fucking wheel. Right? Nice and smooth. Just roll the car. Let the front tires actually turn. All right, I'll tell you guys a secret. If you're behind somebody in draft, shift at fucking right about here, 223, 224 kilometers an hour. All right, brake a little bit before the 100, about halfway between the 150 and the 100, a little bit closer to the 100. Okay? And you're going to brake down to third in a straight fucking line and have most of your braking done by the time you get to about here. By the time you get to about here, the oh shit feeling, I'm not going to fucking stop, should be gone. Okay? And you should be able to roll the car into the corner and start accelerating in third gear. Okay? You want to accelerate right around this inside curb. Try not to get too much on the curb because it'll upset the car and you'll hop off here and get a bunch of tire spin. All right, so you coming in third, commit to the corner, make sure the car's committed, start easing on the throttle in third. As the car turns and starts to straighten out, you can ease up on your steering and then hit fourth gear right around like 7/8 of the rev bar. You want to short shift a little bit to fourth coming through here because you're going to get tire spin in third. The tire spin in third is fucking useless. Just grab fourth and watch your fucking speed go up as you turn to the right and come to that exit curb. So you just ride this curb. As soon as you come out of this corner on your exit and you start turning right, just hold it right fucking here on this curb and hit fourth. Then you're going to come right out, left side tires on this curb, and then into the last corner. Okay, so most of my braking's done. Halfway in between the 150, a little bit towards the 50. And just brake in a straight line. Down to second gear. Roll it in. Short shift to third. Left side tires right about here. And you're good to go. All right, let's watch the whole lap. All right, I'll do a couple different views for people. Yeah, we'll show the in-car view, all the steering. For everybody that drives in VR. So remember, brake early, accelerate through. Avoid understeer on entry, avoid tire spin, mid-corner, and exit. And then I'll do chase cam. Then you can actually see exactly where the car is, where the tires are, how close you get to walls, where you touch the curbs. You just got to use all the road. Every inch of road available, both inside and outside. All right, and there's a lap guide for race C. Mount Panorama, front wheel drives. Gotta love it. Definitely fun. Definitely fun. Show me a daily race where you can just go off a random jump for fun. This is one of them.